Hey guys, I thought I'd show you my pepakura project. It's the first one I've ever made, and there are a lot of videos on YouTube out there, mine specifically on Iron Man helmet, and I thought I'd just show you little small details which have been missed out, some things that you might need help with, things that can be quite confusing, especially for first time makers. So this is basically my helmet so far. It's nearly finished with the first stage where you just build it together. As you can see, it's made of printer paper, which is probably a bad choice. It's best to go for slightly thicker card. I used just a simple kind of super glue to glue the bits together. It takes ages, literally ages to cut it out, but I suppose it works quite well in the end. It's just slightly big for my head, but that can be fixed later by doing some padding in the inside. So what I've got all I've got to do left are the earpieces. I've done about one of them, and as you can see here, this is the rest of the pieces. All that's left is just to make the last earpiece and attach it to the other end of this kind of back bit of the head, which is an earpiece on one end and earpiece on the other end. And it took me a while. I looked at like 10 different YouTube videos and just spent time imagining how they go together. Because there's this little bit here which is not explicitly explained how it's attached together, all those three parts together. So what happens is, I think this is right, this you have to make sure is on the inside. This is kind of crumpled, but hopefully it'll be fixed by, when I fix it later, applying body filler and stuff. So make sure this is pointing in the inside and not pushing outwards, I had that at first and I had to kind of crumple it in, which is not great, but hopefully you won't make the same mistake. And this is not, that looks a bit better. That's also on the inside. So what you want to have to do, once you've got your other ear on, this curve here on the outside, this curve will join on to the bottom of this curve, so all of that. So if you just imagine, that will all become one part. So yeah, that took me a while to figure out, because especially there are no numbers joining those two parts, and the shapes aren't, explicitly clear. But yeah, once you've done that, once I put the other ear on, I'm gonna just attach it to the sides with some glue, and all that's left after that in terms of the final making stages are these small little details, which probably not really necessary, but you might as well do them if they help. So these two, I'm guessing, are probably you can join them together and make like a little bar which goes across once you're done, and that can be removed later. That's just to give support. This is for the mouth part. So here, this will go in the inside of this mouth part here. So if I turn it over, alright, this is going to go in there, like that. So with glue it'll stay in place, but